Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and greetings from Beth Rambam. I hope you and your family are doing well. May Hashem protect you and keep you safe. I want to share with you an idea on this week's parasha. You know, it starts very differently than all other sections of the Torah. Always, before God communicates to Moshe Rabbeinu, he starts with the words, Vaydaber Hashem el Moshe lemor. God spoke to Moshe saying. But here it's very different. Here the Torah begins with Vayikra el Moshe. He calls out to Moshe. And only afterwards does he say, Vaydaber Hashem elav. Hashem spoke to him. Question is why? Why the difference? So Rashi says something fascinating. And he says, not only here, in this case, did God call out to Moshe before he spoke to him. But every single time before God communicated with Moshe Rabbeinu, there was a Vayikra. There was a calling out. Rashi says, Lashon chiba. It's a word of love, endearment. But Rashi contrasts. When Hashem speaks to the rest of the world, Hashem does it very differently. He uses the word Vayikra. Vayikra comes from the word mikre. It's a coincidence. It's a happenstance. It's missing that key letter, that aleph. So Rashi's challenging us. The Torah is challenging us. Whenever something happens to the world, see, the nations of the world view it as Vayikra. It's a mikre. It's a coincidence. There's a disease plaguing the world. And yeah, our job is to figure out what caused it, how to cure it. Let's find a vaccine. Let's wait it out a few months. Hopefully it'll pass. That's the view of mikre, of coincidence and happenstance. But the parasha says no. That's not how Jews view the world. There's a vayikra. There's a calling out with love. God is talking to us. Something unique has happened here that probably hasn't happened yet in the history of the world. The world came to a complete and total stop. We were a bullet train riding 100, 200 miles an hour. We came to a standstill, complete, total halt. Nothing is moving. What the whole world was focused on and spent their time doing the last 1,000 years no longer exists. There are no restaurants and no bars and no clubs, no Hollywood and no movies. There's no cultural centers, there's no arts, there's no museums. There is nothing left. Even the internet is slow. But not only that, God also put a stop to us. There are no synagogues opened, no yeshivot, no schools, no bate midrashot. Everything came to a standstill. We're home. That's it. What's Hashem asking from us? I want to read you a pasuk in Mishlei. Pasuk says, Ruach ish yechalkel machalehu. The spirit of a man sustains him through sickness. Veruach nechea mi yisaena. But the spirit of a person who's beat down, mi yisaena. Who can lift him up? Look at the words of Rashi on this pasuk. Rashi says, Ruach Gibor, the spirit of a Gibor, shehu ish Gibor. He's a man that is tremendous strength. What's his strength? Ve'eno noten da'aga belibo. He doesn't let worry and concern enter his heart. Because he knows whatever's happening in the world, there's a design and a designer. Umekabel kol haba besimcha u'bchiba. Therefore he accepts everything upon him with joy, with love. Because he recognizes there's a keriyah. God is calling out to us with love. He wants something from us. Look at the word Targum. The Targum Yonatan, the way he translates this pasuk is mind-blowing. I'll read you the words. Ruach de Gavra, Ruche de Gavra, the spirit of a person, Tesovar Kurane, should be sustained through corona. Kurane. Mind-blowing. The Targum translates machala, sickness, as corona. I stopped myself for a second. I said, is this what the Targum always translates? Machala? I looked in 6 places throughout Tanakh where the word machala appears. And every time the Targum translates this as merah or meridut. The only place in Tanakh we find the word corona. Ruach ish, the spirit of a person, yechalkel machalehu, will sustain him through this sickness called corona. I'm not sure what this means, but one thing is clear. What Mishle Shlomo Melech in the Torah is telling us, what's happening in the world today is a kiryah, is a calling. Hashem is talking to us, reaching out to us with love. And he put everything on hold. He stopped the world completely. And he's asking us, don't go back and pray for what was. Don't hope everything goes back to normal, because it wasn't normal. God's asking us something very different. He wants us to plead, to pray for something different, a different future, a new beginning. We're in the month of Nisan, when the world comes back to life after sleeping throughout the winter. The world lay dormant. The flowers are budding, the sun is shining. The world's back to life. God's asking us, can you be a gibor? Can you be that strength and show the world and pray? That's not what we want. We want something else. This Shabbat, when we sit together with our families, don't pray to go back to the world that was, but pray for a greater future. Pray for a beautiful beginning. Pray for Mashiach. Pray for the redemption. But at least Borei Olam, bring us to a better world. B'ezrat Hashem, we should all have a beautiful Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.